Do something with your life. Do something with your life. Do something with your life.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ. Thank you again so much for tuning in. This is actually the final video of the initial series of Fat2Fit Finance, and I'm so thankful, grateful, and appreciative if you stuck with me during this 16-week time. Now, going through all of this, I've taken you through all 7 baby steps of Dave Ramsey's Total Money Makeover Plan. I gave you some insight into the Fat2Fit Finance Debt Snowball Tracker I created that gives you a bigger picture view of all of your debt while also allowing you to focus on each individual additional payment you choose to make to pay that debt off faster than what the originated payoff date is. I also gave you a little bit of insight into who I am, who we are in terms of our financial situation, and how we are on the exact same path as you. We're working to get out of debt and finish baby step 2. So we're no different. And hopefully you've been able to connect with me because I am just like you. But there are some very, very good lessons that I've learned along the way, and I'm still kind of learning, always a student of life, that hopefully you can take to heart and they can help you along this path too. Lesson number 1, silence is golden. Why do I say this? Because if you learn this very important lesson early on, unlike me, you'll save yourself from a lot of unnecessary arguments with friends, family, and people you care about, or even random strangers, because your ideology of money has now changed. You don't think the exact same way that everyone else in America thinks. You don't think like the 70% who are living paycheck to paycheck and think that that's being financially secure simply because they can pay their bills on time. You don't think that way anymore. It can stir up a lot of arguments, and I'm going to give you a little bit more detail about what I mean in terms of silence. In everyday social settings, you're going to have tons of conversations that come up that involve money. You're going to hear people discussing leasing cars, earning airline miles, not being able to fund their kids' college fund even though they're eating out for the 5th time this week. You're going to hear all of these different things. My advice to you when you hear these things brought up in conversation is to nod your head and go, It's my advice to you. Please take it. Why do I say to just nod and say, 2 very good reasons. Number 1, how somebody handles money and what they think about money management tells you a lot about them. It pretty much defines their way of going about things. That's going to be very near and dear to their heart. So you saying something that completely contradicts every way in which they manage money is going to feel like a personal attack on them as a human being and who they are. They will not decipher and separate how they manage money and who they are as a person. So they are going to feel personally attacked. Understand this can cause a lot of rifts in relationships that you may not want. It's going to happen. I'm just warning you now. Also, second reason, how they manage money and their approach to it, it's probably going to be very different than yours. Here's the thing, neither one of you are wrong. How you manage money is right for you in your life, and how they manage money is right for them in their life. So I would never say that it's wrong of how someone chooses to manage their money, their debt, having it, not having it. That is all their personal preference. And guess what? The free will to be able to do it. They can do whatever and however they want to manage money. They can do that. So their approach isn't wrong. So don't ever approach someone as, oh my God, you're wrong for having a credit card. You're wrong for having a car payment. I've learned that I can't do that. That's simply their choice and their belief. Just understand, I'm probably not going to entertain a conversation about why I don't agree with it, because it doesn't matter whether I agree with how you manage money or not. You aren't me, and that's fine. The right thing is for me to manage how I manage my money, and you to manage your money how you manage yours. Point blank, period. So I want you to be diligent in how you manage your money. Don't doubt yourself. Don't sway away because someone else doesn't agree with how you may choose to manage money. But one thing I want you to understand, as you're silently working through your baby steps and you make it through baby step 2 and you're no longer in debt, and then you build that emergency fund up, fully funded 3 to 6 months, and so if a big event happens, it's not an emergency, it's just an inconvenience and you just pay for it, people are probably going to start to look at you and go, well, how come you're not stressed about all of these normal things that the rest of us are stressed about when it comes to money? My guess is they'll probably slowly start to come around and ask you, hey, how'd you manage that? Or I got a question, would you be willing to give me some advice? Now that they've actually asked for your help, yes, go ahead and provide them what you would do or how you would best manage this financial situation. But by being silent as you're working through your own situation, I think is going to lend a lot more, how can I put this? Maybe validity to the fact that you know what you're doing, and other people will start to see it. Trust me, your actions will speak a lot louder than your words ever can.